Friends, welcome back, and if you're new, welcome. My name is Nikki. I'll put my usual video on the screen showing you how to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe and hit the bell so that you don't miss out on my almost daily uploads. I always say almost because I upload about 4 to 5 times on this channel. If you are new around here, I have been a part-time reseller on eBay for 10 years. That is right, 10 years, my friends, and this is the first time I was put in eBay jail, as I'm calling it. If you didn't see the video where I explain why and what happened, I will leave a link to it down below. I'm not going to go into too much detail on that here. I'll give you a quick synopsis, but I want to tell you how I've been digging my way out of it very quickly. It has been a lot of hard work in the last 3 weeks, almost a month, but I'm doing it. And I'm really pleased with myself, and I will never let this happen again, okay? Like, ever. First time this has ever happened in 10 years, and it ain't ever happening again. What else? I have been selling on all these other platforms for almost 2 years, so Poshmark, ThreadUp, and Amazon. I don't know why it always takes me so long to get that out. I always want to say Threadmark. You guys know I'm losing it. I have 2 other channels if you are interested. I have a vlog channel, which is going to feature like all my new mom content. I'm currently I'm going to be 9 months pregnant next Tuesday. So I'm just going to say I'm 9 months pregnant. I have pregnancy brain. That's part of the reason I'm in eBay jail. Honestly, I'm attributing like 50% of being in eBay jail to just being a completely nutty pregnancy brain woman right now. That's why this has never happened to me in a decade, because I would never let this happen my normal self, but I just got a lot going on. I know it sounds like excuses, you guys, but it's just the facts. I'm like a cuckoo right now. And I told you I have these days of extreme energy and then these days of just like a mess. So, all right, let's just jump into it. So quickly, I'll give you a background. Been selling on eBay for 10 years. For the entire 10 years, I've always had a seller standard, or whenever they introduced selling standards, which I'm pretty sure it's been around the whole time. I wish I would have had a YouTube channel a decade ago and I could have just like documented the whole process. That would have been cool. But anyways, I've always been above standard. Always, always, always. Then last month, well, they break it down. I'll probably put screenshots on the screen. It wasn't actually last month, you guys. When I actually checked my defect rate, when I told you I had to cancel those orders, I actually did that in August. So in 1 month, I made the big mistake. Don't ever do this. I've never done it before, so I didn't understand the repercussions of it. But I had about 20 sales where I just canceled the sale and said the item is out of stock or damaged. Don't ever, 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 ever do that. I knew better, but I didn't know how bad the repercussions would be. If you ever have an item that you lose, that's damaged, that you can't ship out, always contact the buyer. Say, hey, I'm sorry. Some of my friends that have been reselling for like 20 years, they said they never admit to losing something. What they just say is, this item is damaged. Please look at my store, choose something comparable, and I'll send that to you. And if they say no, then you just select the option that buyer requested to cancel, and then that doesn't count against you. But you should never do item out of stock or what does it say? I forget the exact saying, but you guys know what I'm talking about if you sell on eBay. So I did that 20 times in August, which was awful, friends. My defect rate went way up, as you can imagine, and I wasn't even really paying attention to my seller standard because I've always been above standard. I've never done that before. At that point, I was like 7 months pregnant. I'm also a real estate agent. I had my full-time corporate job. I know, excuses, excuses. I just had a lot going on. And honestly, I don't know what I was thinking, but learn from my mistakes. That's part of the reason I made that video. I almost didn't post it because I was like, this is kind of making myself vulnerable to a lot of criticism, especially for someone who's been selling on this platform for a decade. But I was like, F that. This is real life. I'm human. I make mistakes. If it upsets people or they're like, you should have known better. Like one girl commented, she was like, should you be really doing eBay videos when you're not even a top rated seller? And I was like, yes, Becky, I should be. That was actually her name. I'm just going to call you out, girl. You want to call me out? I'm going to call you out. And I was like, yes, Becky, I think I should, because even though I'm not a top rated seller, I have years of experience and I've learned so much and I've made thousands and thousands of dollars on eBay. So yeah, I'm still gonna make eBay videos and I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. That's just what this channel is gonna be. I'm gonna share the highs with you and the lows with you. I think on social media we have a tendency to just show the glamorous parts of everything, our lives, having babies, making money, like doing makeup, and that's just not real life, you guys. I'm human, I make mistakes, and I'm gonna share it with you. So that's why I made the video, that's why I posted it. But I do like to say that, pat on my back, pat myself on the back, I'm a resilient biatch, okay? You cannot keep me down for very long. So when that happened, I was like, F. You guys know I'm trying not to cuss because baby can hear me. I was like, F this, I'm fixing this, this is awful. Because I told you in the video where I explained my sales have tanked on eBay. I went from getting like 5 to 10 daily sales to getting, like, if I'm lucky, about 5 to 10 a week. It's horrible to be below standard. They really penalize you, as they should, because you're messing up. You're not meeting the bare minimum standards. So I was like, how do I fix this? And I didn't really know much about how to fix it because I never really took an interest in it. And it also taught me, which, thank you, Becky, for your snide comment, but it did like make me realize like how easy it is to become a top rated seller. And I don't know why I never even paid attention to it. So just learn from me, friends. It's really easy to become a top rated seller, especially when you're someone like myself, who I currently right now have almost 900 active listings on eBay, and I'm still getting, I don't want to say daily sales because I'm not getting sales like 7 days a week, but I'm getting sales about 5 days a week. So anyways, I was like, how do I fix this? So there are ways to fix this, friends. Those cancellations stay on my record with eBay for a year. But thank God for the last 12-month period, I haven't had any other cancellations. So it's like a 12-month rolling period. I haven't had any other except that 1 month, but that's a lot. So number one, I called eBay and I just begged and pleaded for like an hour. I'm not kidding. I talked to this lady. I'm pretty sure she wasn't in America. And I just was like, I didn't know. And I should have chose I should have contacted the buyer, and I've been selling. You can see my account's been active for 10 years. She removed 10 of them for me. So thank God. I mean, we're halfway there, right? It took me an hour. I almost started crying, but hey, if you guys get in this situation, call eBay. Maybe they will help you. And she did tell me that part of the reason she was helping me is because I've been selling on the platform for a decade. So I'm not saying if you call them, you'll get the same results, especially if you have as many cancellations as I did, but it can't hurt to try, especially if you've been a long time seller there. And she told me, she was like, the only reason I'm doing this is because you've never done this in a decade. You've been a great seller. I have 100% feedback for someone who's been selling on a platform for a decade. I'm pretty damn proud of that. I don't have the most amount of feedback. I'm close to 1,000, which I should have way more selling on there for 10 years, but it's a perfect rating, 100%. So she told me because of that, and because that I've been selling on there for a decade, she would remove 10. So I was like, okay, that's still going to keep me like, so they're going to reevaluate on the 20th of every month. That's still going to get me below standard because 10 is still a lot of cancellations. So upon further research, the other way I found to really get back above standard or even top rated really quickly was I needed a lot of sales. I needed to get that transaction, they call it the transaction defect rate. I needed to get it below 2%. And with her deleting the 10 for me, I think it put me at total, it was like 2.6%. So you have to do a little bit of calculation. You have to figure out how many transactions. So it's within a 3-month period that you've had. And if you can get a certain amount of transactions within that 3-month period, if you're a higher seller account, meaning you sell, what do they call it? It's like a higher volume seller account, meaning if you sell hundreds of items every month, they'll reevaluate you on a 3-month period, and then they'll do the percentage based on your transactions and the cancellations. So I was able to figure out, that's a little confusing, but basically I was able to figure out that if I had 208 sales in the month of October, I would at least hit, my minimum goal was to get back to above standard. But if I could hit 300 sales, then I would hit top rated seller. So you guys, you know what I did? and it's not my favorite thing to do. I'm not making much profit. Some of these items I'm not making profit at all. I started buying replenishables, and I made, so I have 900 active listings. I made about half of my active listings auction. And for the items, you guys know, if you watch my thrift hauls and things, I get all my inventory for $2 or less. I started all of those listings. It was about 450 listings, the auctions at $2. So basically at cost, and they pay shipping. Now the reasoning behind this is, one, these auctions end quickly, because when you're below standard, you're not showing up on search results until like page 5. Like, people really aren't seeing your items. But when you have auctions that are ending more frequently, for that last period, like that last 24 hours when they're about to end, they're showing up towards the top of the search results. So that was helping me. And this was helping me to get a ton of sales. So the month isn't over, friends. I'm very close to meeting this. What did I say? It's the exact number is like 215 items. I'm very close to meeting this just by doing these auctions. It kind of sucks because, I mean, some of these items I could probably net a profit of like 20 to 60 bucks. But since I only paid like $1 to $2 for them, I'm just trying to get rid of them, get these sales going, just get rid of this inventory so that I can get my transaction number up before I'm reevaluated again. So that's helping. We're on our way there. I currently have about 150 sales just from doing that for the last 3 weeks. And then I bought tiny replenishables. So I'm talking about things I have never sold before. I started buying cable ties. I started buying little craft items, and I would sell them at cost. So I bought 500 cable ties, put it up as one listing, and I think I put it up as like you could buy in quantities of 10. That's giving me a bunch of transactions. I'm undercutting everybody else on eBay, so I'm literally selling them at cost and doing free shipping. So I'm losing money on those, but luckily I didn't spend that much on them, but I am basically paying for people's shipping. But the goal here is just to quickly get back to above standard. I would love to hit top rated, but I don't think I'm going to hit top rated because I need closer to like that 400 transaction mark. And that's just unreasonable for someone who's 9 months pregnant and has other jobs. Like, I have a real estate career. I can't just do this, but I have been selling everything I can at cost to get that transaction number up so that by, I think it's like the end of October when I'm reevaluated, I'm at least above standard. So now I am like a machine. My goal is to be top rated before the end of the year. So make sure you subscribe to find out if that happens. I'm going to keep you guys posted along this journey. If you'd like to see like a day in the life and see all these little things I'm auctioning off and these clothing items I'm auctioning off, like for example, this H&M jacket, I'm going to auction off for $1.99. I got it on Dollar Day for $1, and they'll just pay shipping and it'll be gone. I prefer to not do this with clothing just because you guys know clothing's a lot of work. You have to measure it. You have to store it. I prefer to do this on the replenishable. So I'm going to go buy some more craft items, some more cable ties, anything around my house right now that I can sell quickly. I'm just going to take a photo with my phone, upload it directly from my phone. I never do that. I always either have my lister do it and I send her the photos and she does it from a computer, or I list from my computer. But right now it's just about getting as many transactions done as possible. So by next evaluation date, your girl will be above standard. It already says that if I was evaluated today, it says I would be below standard, but I just need those, like, I think I need like 56 more sales to get to above standard. And I can do it, friends. I can do it. Pray for me. Oh, I didn't even realize my mic has been in shot the whole time. Sorry about that. So hopefully that wasn't too confusing. If you guys want like a detailed video on it, on like how you calculate that, I can do it. But I'm assuming, it seems like most of you that watch that I'm in eBay jail video already know a lot of this stuff, because a lot of y'all were telling me off and telling me how I really messed up. So I just wanted to do this video to show you it is fixable if this happens to you. Now it's a lot harder, I think, if you have these if you're doing this like every month, like let's say within a 3-month period, like August, September, October, I had cancellations like all of those months, it would almost be impossible. I mean, you'd have to do so many sales to kind of bring that percentage down. It helped me, 1, that I called them, and 2, that I've only had this happen in 1 month. It does help. So it's possible, friends. You can fix it, and you can fix it very quickly if you bust your ass. Sorry, baby. I did cuss, but it's a lot of work, but I will get there. And this kind of puts a damper on my Q4 because it won't be really rectified probably until the end of October, which I still have time for Black Friday and everything. But lesson learned from your girl, Nikki. Don't make the same mistakes I did. I will never make this mistake again. It took me 10 years to make this mistake, and I will never do it again. But I am resilient, and I am making my way out of it. So subscribe if you haven't, because I'm going to keep you posted. I think I could hit top rated seller status before the end of 2020. That would be awesome. Because I told you my goal for 2021 is I want to create a course. Haven't decided on what yet, but I'm going to do it. I just love talking to you guys. I've always loved teaching. If you're new around here, I used to be a college professor. Can you believe that? For 4 years, and I loved it, and I did online classes also. So it would just be natural for me, and I just feel like I have a wealth of knowledge with reselling. Even though I was in eBay jail, Becky, I do have a wealth of knowledge. And I'm going to start venturing into pallets. So I would love, because I'll have a newborn by then, and I probably won't be able to thrift as much as I think I will. So it would be great to just get like 600 pieces of inventory at once to my storage unit, and I could list it as I go. And I would love to be top rated before I do that. And it's totally achievable. I just have to keep up with the replenishables, buying things at cost, selling them at cost, and just doing it for a month or 2. If that's all I have to do to maintain my livelihood on eBay, I'm willing to do it. I tell you guys, eBay and Amazon are 2 of my highest earning platforms. Amazon's actually become number 1. eBay's next, ThreadUp's next, Poshmark's at the bottom. So I don't want to lose eBay. I love eBay. I will never do this again. All right, friends. I will link my other eBay videos right here.